Hey everybody, it's Cooper here, and welcome back to a pretty big pickup video. I don't know exactly when the videos have been going up, but since the last time I filmed, it's been quite a long time, and I have a ton of stuff to show you guys, some really awesome stuff, which of course I'll save for the end, so if that's all you care about, feel free to skip to the end. If not, if you want to see everything, there's a lot of it to go through, so I've gone ahead and taken a few clips of stuff that I don't want to show individually. So I have some strategy guides and some Nintendo Power magazines, and then also a bunch of figures and toys and Mega Man little trading card decks and all sorts of stuff like that. Some plushes and everything. And this stuff is at least like a month to a month and a half's worth of accumulation. So there's definitely a lot of it. And I took a trip to Seattle with my friend Kevin, and so a lot of the stuff came from that trip, as well as from Goodwill, and from just all over the place. So, hopefully, I rambled enough to get through those clips. But so here's what I have to show you guys. From the Goodwill outlet, I picked up one of the Game Boy Advance link cables for the GameCube, and I needed this for the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords bundle. I got the big box for the GameCube version. I needed the cable, so I was able to find that, and it cost me like 5 cents, which is always cool. And then, at a St. Vincent de Paul thrift store in the Seattle area, I found a Tak and the Power of Juju bobblehead. And for any of you longtime viewers of my channel, I actually had this in my collection last time, and this is the pre-order bonus for the game for the PlayStation 2. So it was cool to find another one of those. The last one I had came in the original styrofoam thing. This one didn't, but this one was only $6, so that's a pretty good price. I think I paid like $25 for the last one, and I had to buy it off of eBay, so it was very cool to find that guy in person. And then my girlfriend picked up the Twilight Princess iHome headphones here. So those are pretty cool. And then I have one game here which is actually really weird. This is probably the only game for this system that I'm ever going to own, but this is Link's Pocket PC by Microsoft for a PDA, basically. And my friend Kevin found this while we were at Goodwill, and he told me I should get it because it's probably the only time I would ever see it, and you know, I agreed with him. And I'm not really collecting for anything and everything, but when I see a game for a weird system like this, I can't just pass it up. It was like 25 cents. And then I have 4 VHS tapes here. These first 2 came from my local Goodwill outlet. These are just Sonic cartoon tapes here. I found them on separate occasions. And then this other one came from an outlet in Olympia, Washington, I believe. But this is a Nintendo 64 one. The sports version. But I don't think I had that one yet, so that was cool to find, and it was 50 cents. And then one last VHS. I got this from a local game store, and I traded in some bulk Pokemon cards, and I used the credit to get this, as well as that Mortal Kombat figure that you guys saw earlier. But this is the Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island not for resale VHS, which is very cool, and apparently is pretty rare. When I looked on eBay, they were selling for like 40 to 60, somewhere around there, and I think I got this for like 20, but that was in credit anyway, and the cards I traded him I found at the outlet, so I essentially paid like 10 cents for that, which is really cool. And then some Mario Kart 8 stuff. I got the little travel tumbler mug, whatever you want to call it, from Target, as well as the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe little puzzle cube thing, and also Mario Kart 8 Deluxe air fresheners, which are pretty cool. And then from a regular Goodwill, I found the Joy-Con gel guards for the Switch, and these actually did come from a Goodwill. The price tag on the back from Target says $7.99, but I paid $3.99 at one of my local Goodwills, and I actually wasn't going to get these, but my girlfriend was with me, and I showed them to her, and she was like, oh, I want them, so we decided to get them. I don't necessarily want to really use them on the controllers, but she does, so that is fine, because we also picked up the Pro Controller for the Switch. So this is how I've been playing Breath of the Wild since we got this. But she likes to play on the handheld, so she can use those grips on there. Also, just today from a Goodwill, I picked up a boxed nunchuck for the original Wii for $1.99, and this is the original Wii box. It's not the Wii U branded box, and I didn't have this one yet, so I was glad to find that. And for $2, that's a great price. The top is like taped down, so it's not sealed, as far as I know, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me try to pull that little top tab up, because it might actually be sealed. And it actually is sealed. So I don't know who taped that part down, but it's actually still sealed. So that is awesome. Just need to get this tape off of here. So yeah, I do have the factory sealed one in the blister pack, and I have a factory sealed one in a box that's like 4 times this size, but I didn't have this version, so that was really cool to find. And to find out now that it's sealed, I thought it was just complete. Makes it even better. Get that tape out of the way. I also picked up the Donkey Kong Jenga from Goodwill for $5. Seems to be complete. And then from a local, it's kind of like a bowling alley / arcade. It's called Big Al's. It might be a regional thing, I'm not sure, but my girlfriend and I go on date night there every once in a while, and we will play the arcade games, and they have some really, really awesome prizes. And one of the things that we traded in our tickets for was this Mario Question Light block, which is really, really cool. I haven't taken it out yet, but I am going to put it somewhere around the room and display it. So that was really cool. It was like 7,000 tickets, which is a lot of money if you were just to you know, pay the money for it, but it's still cool to be able to walk out with stuff for the game collection from an arcade rather than, you know, a little plastic frog and some Tootsie Rolls. So, very awesome. And then from 2 local GameStops, I had to kind of jump around to try and find these, but I got a bunch of Nintendo Switch display boxes, which are pretty cool. The first one here is actually Wii U, but that is the expansion pass for Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. This is the big box version. I also got the Switch one. You can see they come in different cases. The Wii U one's bigger, of course, so I got the Switch box for the expansion pass for Breath of the Wild. I also got the display box for Breath of the Wild, as well as Just Dance 2017, The Binding of Isaac, Super Bomberman, 1-2 Switch, and Has Been Heroes. These are all display boxes. They say it right down there. So, I don't normally try to collect these things too heavily, but I figured it'd be cool to just, you know, just to have them. Why not? Even if I don't put them anywhere, I can at least put them in the closet and hold on to them for a while. And then I actually picked up 2 Switch games. Of course, I picked up Mario Kart 8. This is still sealed because I haven't wanted to play it yet, because I just played Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U the other day. And I've still been playing Breath of the Wild, so I'd have no interest in opening this yet, but I do plan on it. Then I also picked up Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I actually don't plan on opening this one. It comes in this little big box here with a keychain. This isn't a game that I'm dying to play, so I'm just going to keep that one sealed. And then I got a few figures here, which I didn't include in the clips from the beginning. I picked up the Shadow Link World of Nintendo 4-inch figure, and I got this from Spencer's, and it's actually a Spencer's exclusive. And when this first came out, they sold out immediately, and I missed out on it. But then Abby, my girlfriend, and I were at the mall the other day. We decided to go into Spencer's just to check it out, and they had a bunch of them on the shelf. So if you missed out on these, maybe check your local Spencer's. It looks like they got a restock of them. So this was $20 though, which is a really, really high price. But, you know, it's a Spencer's exclusive, so I'm not going to really get it for any less than that. And then I got this awesome Bowser figure, and this is from just the minifigure collection for Super Mario, and these came out before World of Nintendo, the World of Nintendo line came out, so I'm trying to see who these are made by. I don't see anything quick enough to tell you guys, but I got that one. This one was like $12, I think, but still very, very awesome. And then, in addition to that, I picked up this entire set of the Series 4. And so here's an example of one. This is Diddy Kong. And then you guys can see on the back who all is included. And I got all of them. I got 2 of all of them, except for Diddy Kong, I got 3. And then Waluigi, I only got 1. But I do have a complete set here. And the only one that was a double I already had was the Boo and Goomba. So I have 3 of those now as well. But still very awesome. And to get the full set in the original box, very, very cool. This whole thing cost me $36, which worked out to $3 each, which is pretty cool. And I don't need to keep doubles of all of them, so I can try and sell or trade the ones I don't need and make some of my money back, which is awesome. So on to some games. From my trip to Seattle with my friend Kevin, from a Goodwill, I picked up the Xbox Music Mixer bundle here with the microphone. This is still factory sealed, and this was $14.99. I don't know if it's focusing on that, but it was $15, and actually it was half off, so it was only $7.50. So very awesome. I don't know what it goes for, but you know, even at $15, I was happy to pay it. I didn't realize it was half off till I got up to the register, but that was awesome to get that sealed, and of course to find it at a Goodwill. I got one Dreamcast game that is Ultimate Fighting Championship. I picked this up for like $1 at a Goodwill, and then for $1.99 today from a Goodwill, I picked up the Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction for the PS1. And then from one of the outlets in Seattle, I picked up MLB 2003. This is still sealed, and I got this for 20 cents, which is crazy. Couple Vita games here. These both came from pawn shops up in the Seattle area. I picked up the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, as well as Injustice: Gods Among Us. And I don't remember how much these were, but they were not that much, like $5 or $10 each. And then I also got some PSP games here. These also came from various locations, and I don't remember what I paid. So there's Hot Wheels Ultimate Racing, Valhalla Knights 2, what is this, Wild Arms XF, I think, and then Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. So my PSP collection is coming along very nicely, and that's actually the only collection I have that is not currently on a shelf in the new house here. I still have to find a place for those. They're still in a box, but they will find their home eventually. And then I have 2 Xbox 360 games, which I don't normally look for, but these ones, I just didn't want to pass them up. So I got Infinite Undiscovery. This one was $2 at a pawn shop. And then also Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger. This is the big box version here for the 360. This was $5 at a thrift store in Seattle. And then 4 original Xbox games. All of these came from my local Goodwill outlet, so these were, I believe they were $1.99 each. So I got Outlaw Volleyball, Dance Dance Revolution Ultra Mix 4, and also the first Ultra Mix, and then Ford Racing 3, and it's got this big sticker on here which I need to take off, but $2 each, not horrible. And then I have a big stack of 3DS and DS games here. And a lot of these came from a local store called Fred Meyer. That's kind of like a Northwestern chain, but they were having some good clearance sales on stuff, so I picked up a bunch of stuff. A lot of these also came from the trip, so I got some of these from pawn shops and thrift stores. So we have Pac-Man Party 3D. We have Triforce Heroes. I picked this one up from GameStop, and it was on clearance for $14.99, I believe. So that was pretty good. And then, so this is the first one that came from Fred Meyer, and it is the Lego Movie, the video game. This is sealed. You can see it was marked down to $8.79, but it was another 20% off of that. So it worked out to, you know, be pretty cheap, and most of them are like that. They were all 20% off of whatever the price is. So we also got Freaky Farms Deluxe, Your Creations Alive, also sealed for the same price. For the same price again, Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 sealed. And Hello Kitty, The Adventures with Hello Kitty for the same price, once again sealed. And then the last one was Xenoblade Chronicles 3D for the new 3DS. This was $16.97, but it was 20% off of that. And this is a great find. I don't know exactly what they go for on eBay, but I did a quick search on Amazon, and a sealed copy was like $60, so that was pretty cool. And then onto the original DS, I picked up Goosebumps Horrorland today from a Goodwill for, I think it was $2.99, but that one, they're all complete, of course. And then we have Math Play, Space Bust a Move, which I picked up for, well, the price tag says $5, but I don't remember where I got it. And then Children of Mana. And then from the outlet, so these ones were by weight. They were like probably a nickel or a dime each. We have Animal Planet Emergency Vets. This one has a big rip right there, so I need to replace that at some point. And then Baby Pals, which looks like the best game ever. And then from GameStop, I picked up The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon Complete for $17.99, which is a great price. I think this one goes for like $40 to $50 complete, so that was sweet. And then the last one, also from Fred Meyer, Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage? Sealed for about $7 or so, or whatever it worked out to. And then GameCube games. So most of these came from Cash America. One of them came from a local game store, and it looks like one from Value Village and one from Goodwill. So from Value Village, for $4, I got Tak and the Power of Juju. And these, of course, are all complete. For $4 from Goodwill, I got Scalar. This one's marked at $10, but I most likely paid a cheaper price. That is Spyro A New Beginning from Pawn Shop. Same with Rayman 3. Got this from the same place as Spyro and the same place as Vex. This was marked at $5, and Rayman was also marked at $10, but I'm pretty sure I got those for cheaper. And then this one was a great find. I got this from a local game store called GameStar, and they have multiple locations around Oregon, and I got this one in Oregon City, I believe, and that is Disney Sports Soccer. And it was marked at $17.99, which is a great price. This game has like really gone up in value recently, so I was really glad to find it for that price. I think it's like triple that price now, so that was awesome. Next up is a huge stack of PS2 games here, and there's some really, really good ones in here. So let's start off. I picked up, this probably is a double, but Guitar Hero 2. This one I think is a double as well, Guitar Hero Metallica. Then we have a sealed copy of High Rollers Casino. And then a sealed copy of NCAA March Madness 2002. This has a price tag of 99 cents on it, but I don't remember where I got it. Then I got Ford Racing 2 from my local outlet for $1 or $2. Also Corvette for the same price. And then from Half Price Books in Seattle, I picked up Odin Sphere for $10. And then from, also from Half Price Books, I got Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space for $10. And then do I have any more from Half Price? Yes. I also picked up Persona 4 for $12.99 from them. And then, let's see, they're kind of out of order, but I believe I got this from a St. Vincent de Paul, and that's Finny the Fish and the Seven Waters for $5, which is a pretty good price. And then Nobunaga's Ambition Rise to Power. I don't remember where I got this one, but I think that it was from a Cash America for like $1. And then for $3.99, I picked up Armored Core 2 from a Goodwill. And then also from a Goodwill, for the same price, I got Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front, which for $4 was a great price on that one. And then these last three came from a thrift store called Deseret Industries. So I got La Pucelle Tactics for $12. And then I got sealed copies of Devil May Cry 2 and Devil May Cry 3 for $7 each, if that will focus, which I don't know what they go for sealed, but I imagine it's more than $7, so I was very happy to find those. And then I have Wii games, and there's a lot of these as well. So, I'm going to go through these kind of quick, but there's Baseball 2K10, Littlest Pet Shop, Friends, My Fitness Coach, Guitar Hero, Smash Hits, Winter Sports Ultimate Challenge, High School Musical 3. So all those games right there I got today from a regular Goodwill, and they were bundled with a bunch of other games and a system with 4 Wii remotes and a bunch of nunchucks and all that, and it was $80 for the entire bundle, and I get to keep those basically for free, and I'll make a little bit on the rest of the stuff once I sell it, so that was pretty cool. Also, from the trip, I picked up a sealed copy of Victorious Boxers Revolution for $5. Pretty cool. Also, a sealed copy of House of the Dead Overkill from Deseret Industries for $12. A sealed copy of Madden 08 from Deseret for $5. And then I don't remember where I got this one, but I got a sealed copy of Boogie in the big box with the microphone. I didn't know that it was sealed till I actually got it home, because it's like kind of crushed in on everything, but it is actually still sealed, so I don't remember what I paid, but that was pretty cool. And I don't remember where I got this one, but it's Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. And then the last 4 of these came from Fred Meyer on that clearance sale. So this one, well, I'll save that one for last. So I got SpongeBob Plankton's Robotic Revenge, marked 20% off of $9 basically, sealed. And then also Zumba Fitness 2 in the big box, sealed for 20% off of $9. And then I got 2 more from Fred Meyer that were actually very surprising to me that they were worth this much. This one I kind of had a feeling might be worth something, but it's Broken Sword, and I got that sealed for 20% off of $8.97. And I think this is like a $30 or $40 game sealed, which was very cool. But the other one that I was really surprised about is Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp. And this actually comes, if you see the top there, it comes with the game and a DVD. This was 20% off of $9, and according to Amazon, the cheapest one is like $60. I looked at sold eBay, and it was looking like maybe like $20 to $30, but seems like a pretty hard to find game for that little combo pack, so I was very happy to get that one. I thought that was a great deal as well. And then one more Wii game. This actually came from Walmart for $25, but this is a big, huge Skylanders Trap Team, and this is called the Super Bundle Pack. So it comes with all the stuff that you see on the front there, and this is on a clearance rack for $25. They had one more, but this was the better condition box out of the 2, so I left the other one, but I thought that was pretty cool. I'd never seen that before, so might as well pick it up when you see it. Also, I got a Sega Dreamcast controller box, and the price tag says $5, and that's what my friend Kevin paid, but he actually just needed the controller for a system he was selling, so he gave me the box for free. And on the side here, there's a sticker indicating that this box is for the clear red controller. So, I'm not a huge Dreamcast collector. My Dreamcast stuff is behind me, right here. That's all I've got, aside from, you know, and I have a box controller and memory card and stuff, but I didn't know that the different color controllers came in the same box, just with a regular little sticker on it. So, I wasn't really sure that I wanted to keep this, just because it is the exact same box that the white controller comes in, you know, aside from that sticker. So, I don't know, I'm going to hold on to it. Maybe I'll find one of the controllers at a Goodwill or something and I can complete this box. But if there is a boxed version that comes with like a picture of the red controller on the front, please let me know, because I want to track that one down instead of this one. But still very cool that Kevin always is giving me stuff for my collection. That's always appreciated. And then I have some retro stuff here, some box games, a couple systems, but then I have a gigantic stack of Wii U games here. And I'm actually getting very close to having a complete Wii U set, so I picked up a bunch of stuff to get myself closer to that goal. I'm thinking that before the end of summer, I'll probably have a complete Wii U set. I have a couple hard-to-find games on the way from trades. You guys will see those in the next video. I did a trade with Casey, the gaming nerd, and someone else off of a Facebook group. So those are coming in, but right here, I have a pretty good stack. So first up, from the Fred Meyer, I picked up The Voice, I Want You, and this is the bundle that comes with the microphone. It was $20, it wasn't on sale, and it's a little crushed. I think you can see it in the reflection there, there's a big crease like that. But this is the only one that they had, and it's creased on the side as well, but I didn't have it, and I didn't want to try and buy it off of eBay, so maybe 20 is overpaying, I'm not sure, but I have it now. From a Walmart, I picked up Just Dance 2016 Gold Edition sealed for $19.93. Also from Fred Meyer, I picked up a sealed copy of The Wonderful 101 for 20% off of $16.97. So whatever that works out to, like 14 or 15 bucks. Also, for 20% off of 9, I got sealed Batman, what is this, Arkham Origins. For the same price, I got Lego Batman 3 sealed. For the same price, I got sealed Madden 13. And also sealed Ben 10 Omniverse for the same price. Same price again, Scribblenauts Unmasked sealed. And I believe those are all of the sealed ones. And then these other ones here, I believe these all just came from Goodwill, or not Goodwill, from GameStop. So I picked up Lego Dimensions for $4.50. Actually, this one came from a regular Goodwill. The NES Remix Pack, non-Nintendo Selects version for 10 bucks. I picked up the Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. This came from GameStop, and they have it priced at $71.99. Luckily, I had enough points, and I used some points to get $50 off. So in the end, this was like $26 or something, which is great. I already have the game sealed, but I didn't have an opened copy, so glad to have found that one. The case is all cracked and needs to be replaced, but still. Then I picked up the game only for Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival for $6.29. I already have the bundle version opened and sealed, but I didn't have the game just by itself, so decided to grab that one since it's really cheap. Also an opened copy of Wonderful 101 for $16.19. An opened game-only copy of Skylanders Imaginators for $9. 007 for $13.50. Barbie Puppy Rescue for $18. Rayman Legends for $18. Lego Marvel Avengers for $18. Monster High New Ghoul in School for $18. Snoopy's Grand Adventure for $18. Transformers Prime for $18. Wipeout Create and Crash for $18. Just Dance 2014. This one doesn't have a price tag on it, but I'm assuming it was around the same price. Same with Madden 13. I think this one was like $12 or something. So, as you can see, I got some doubles, as in one sealed and one opened. And I'm thinking about maybe going for a sealed Wii U set because I already have so many of them. And as you can see, you know, going to Fred Meyer, I'm able to find a lot of them for very, very cheap prices. So, I'm considering it, but it's still just a thought. The only tough one I have sealed is the Mario and Sonic at the Rio games. I don't have Hello Kitty sealed, so that one would be crazy expensive to get. But one more Wii U game actually. I have the Guitar Hero Live. This is the pack that comes with one guitar. I got this from GameStop on clearance for $19.99. So still need the one with two guitars, but I was glad to get that one. And now onto the retro stuff. So something that's not really retro, but I picked up a complete in box PS2 Slim, and this is the later model that has the one side is glossy and the other side is matte. And I picked this up from a local pawn shop, which I never go to because they don't have anything, and when they do have stuff, their prices are right at eBay or above. But I found this one for $35, I believe, or $39.99 with no tax, which is actually a pretty good price. The system alone is worth more than that, so to get it complete for that price is pretty cool. And then one other system, I've actually had this box for a long time, and I don't remember where I got it, but I actually found the system today at a Goodwill, and I never find these systems at Goodwill. So for it to be the exact one that I needed was pretty crazy, and that is the clear Game Boy Pocket. There's the price on the Game Boy that's in there. I paid $7 for that Game Boy. It's missing the battery cover, and it's kind of beat up, but it'll do for now till I find another one. And I was very happy to find that because now this is the first boxed Game Boy Pocket that I have in my collection. I had a bunch before, and I miss having them, so that is satisfying that urge a little bit right there. So next up are some cartridges that complete boxes and manuals that I already had. I realized that I didn't have a Pokemon Snap cartridge, and I have like 15 of these that are just like waiting to be sold at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So I just picked out the best condition one to keep. And then I did a trade. This was so long ago now that I can't remember who it was with. It was somebody on Instagram though, but I'll make sure to put their name on the screen here so you guys can check them out if you're interested. But was it even on Instagram? I really don't remember. I'm so sorry, but I got 3 cartridges here that I already had the boxes for, and I'm pretty sure I showed you guys the boxes last time. So I got Arrow the Acrobat, Ren and Stimpy Vidiots, and Tetris Attack. So these will go into those boxes and complete those games, which is awesome. And then I picked up, I believe I got this off of eBay because I had some eBay bucks to spend, and that is a complete copy of Pokemon Puzzle League for the N64. It's got a little crease right on the top there, so it's not perfect, but still very glad to get that. It was essentially like $2, I believe, so that was awesome. And then from GameStar the other day, the same place where I picked up those GameCube, or that Disney Soccer or whatever it was, the GameCube game, I picked up a complete copy of Toy Story 2 for only $9.99. And this is like a $25, $30 game complete, so to get it for $10 was a great price. And they had a bunch of other complete box N64 games as well, but this was the cheapest one they had. They even had sports games marked at $15, so I was really surprised to see it for that cheap, but very glad to add that to my collection. And then the last 5 games here came from another trade, and I believe that this one was over Instagram. So I have 2 Game Boy Advance games, 1 Game Boy Color game, an N64 game, and a Super Nintendo game. So I traded a bunch of stuff that was all doubles that I was planning on selling, and so I got a few more things in addition to these that I will be selling at the Retro Gaming Expo. There was a complete in box Final Fantasy III, complete in box Secret of Evermore, and a complete in box Secret of Mana. But I already have those, and none of them were condition upgrades, so those ones are all going to be available at the expo. If you guys are going, make sure to stop at my table. You can say hi. But the other games I got from him to keep are Excitebike, the classic NES series for the Game Boy Advance. Also, this one's a little beat up and crushed, but it is a sealed copy of Arrow the Acrobat for the Game Boy Advance. And then a complete copy of Pokemon Puzzle Challenge for the Game Boy Color. So that's pretty cool. I got both little Pokemon puzzle games. And then the one N64 game I picked up is actually a game that I already have, but the only copy that I have is a sealed copy, and I wanted to get an open one as well, so that is a complete copy of Perfect Dark. And then the last game for this video, and I don't really think I saved the best for last, but I got a complete copy of Mortal Kombat 2 for the Super Nintendo. This one's in pretty good condition, so I'm very happy with that. And yeah, that's the last game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you to anyone who actually stuck through the entire thing. I know that my average watch time is like 2 or 3 minutes, and all my videos are like 20 plus, so for anyone that does watch the entire video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys can do me a big favor, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you guys have been picking up recently, and if you guys have any Wii U games that I don't have yet, especially if you have any of the Lego bundles with the minifigures, or the New York exclusive Mario Kart 8 or Hyrule Warriors, please get in contact with me. If you're not sure what I'm missing, there's a link in the description to my website, which has my complete collection listed on there, so you can see what I'm missing and everything. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description for that as well. So guys, that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time.